Thank you very much, Director Sanson. I would like to invite Undersecretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Italy, Mr. Mario Di Stefano, for the speech.
Honorable Deputy Minister Kashir, distinguished guests, good morning, good night then. It's a pleasure to be here today with you for this event organized jointly by Tubitak and the Italian Embassy in Turkey. Let me thank the Ambassador Gayani for doing that. I thank all of you for your effort, particularly appreciated in this moment when we are striving to completely overcome the crisis that the pandemic has brought to us. The world is facing unprecedented challenges that endanger our societies and economic systems. After the pandemic, its impact on the health systems and the disruption on our way of life and the economy, many of our countries have been affected by extreme weather phenomena due to what seems to be an almost irreversible climate change. It is now clear to institutions, companies, and individuals that in order to ensure an environment compatible with the steady and safe development of our societies and foster stable growth, we need to make full use of innovation and technology, while at the same time placing sustainability at the core of policy making. It is not a matter of what we want anymore, but what people need. As the OECD has recently outlined, a smart recovery after the global pandemic relies greatly on the development and diffusion of new economic models based on technology and innovation, which should promote a transition towards new economic schemes that aims at producing more efficiently while reducing the impact on the planet. In this perspective, it is also crucial to encourage and accelerate cooperation among research centers, universities, and companies towards this common goal. The goal of a smart recovery opens a vast range of economic opportunities in many fields, including renewable energy and energy efficiency, smart mobility, artificial intelligence, open data, smart cities, and digitalization, which represent the key drivers for growth in the next years. The COVID-19 pandemic also clearly showed the importance of international cooperation to cope with global challenges. No country has the capacity to deal with these challenges alone. With this in mind, Italy focused on three main concepts such as people, planet, and prosperity within the general framework of sustainability in setting the priorities for its G20 presidency, and is committed to cooperate with Turkey towards the common goal of a swift and green recovery, in one word, a smart one. Despite the economic downturn triggered by the pandemic, the Italian innovation ecosystem proved to be highly reliable. Looking at the numbers, in 2020, the value of investments by venture capital firms in Italy was approximately 600 million euros, a record for our country. This year, this positive trend is continuing. The total volume of venture capital funds invested in Italy has reached 778 million euros in the first semester 2021 only. The Italian government is in fact fully engaged in supporting the innovation sector and the startups. I want to recall the G20 Innovation League, a special event hosted by the G20 Italian presidency to the benefit of the trade ministerial track. More than 200 representatives of startups, venture capital funds, and corporates coming from more than 20 countries had the opportunity to interact and network with the ultimate objective of stimulating the flow of international investments in the innovation sector and of providing viable solutions to the main global challenges. In addition, in order to uphold the young businesses, we have refinanced the venture capital fund managed by Siemens, which now amounts to 168 million euros. This fund is aimed at upholding the international process of Italian startups and is going to be increased tenfold in the coming budget law. The economic relations between Italy and Turkey are based on solid and balanced trade exchanges and strong industrial interdependence. Italian and Turkish companies trust each other and often cooperate in the same value chains as partners. Therefore, a smart recovery is a common goal and is likely to increase the competitiveness and resilience of our economies and industrial systems. We should make the most out of the current difficulties and enhance our cooperation in the most innovative sectors and among our research centers. Our partnership has the potential to strengthen commitments towards a smarter future at the global scale. There are two key sectors in which Italy and Turkey could further strengthen their cooperation, benefiting mutually from best practices and possible bilateral investments: green transition and digitalization. On green transition, the recent G20 ministerial meeting on energy and climate has focused on important tasks for our governments, such as increasing investment in innovative clean technological solutions in order to lower emissions, while at the same time recognizing the importance of getting these technologies to cost parity, thus contributing to SDG 7 and Paris Agreement goals. The G20 ministers also underline the key role of innovation, R&D and market-led private innovation funding, building on international collaborative efforts, as well as the promotion of transdisciplinary research and education. Part of the R&D investments should be oriented to enhance innovative solutions for improved sustainable energy mix, energy efficiency, circularity, sustainable production and consumption patterns, and new business models, including to considerably reduce emissions in the hard-to-abate sectors, in which we are researching a lot in the field of hydrogen, for example. To this extent, the second edition of the Italy-Turkey Innovation Day can be a good opportunity to share case studies and best practices in this field of renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable mobility, and find possible new forms of cooperation. Second, on digitalization, the pandemic has amplified the relevance of the digital transformation from business resilience and for the delivery of goods and services, and contributed to the diffusion of most advanced digital technologies throughout the economy. This has highlighted the benefits of digitalization for the economy and the society, to support employment, health and education, to contribute to sustainability and to enable the economic resilience of businesses. The G20 digital ministers have recognized the importance of policies to create an enabling, inclusive, open, fair, and non-discriminatory digital economy that fosters the application of new technologies and allows businesses and entrepreneurs to thrive. To facilitate the change, policy actions can promote innovation ecosystems, stability of industrial supply chains, innovative startups, and collaboration between private and public actors for effective identification and sharing of information on technologies, while promoting the responsible and human-centered use of new technologies for new business models. Italy and Turkey, as G20 countries, are strongly committed to share experiences in order to improve their respective digital ecosystems. The experience of technoparks in Turkey and of startups accelerators in Italy are an example of best practices that can be discussed and analyzed comparatively during the second edition of the Italy-Turkey Innovation Day, in order to find new possibilities for enhanced cooperation. I conclude wishing you all a great success today. Teşekkürler ederim.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stefano. Now I would like to invite the Minister of Industry and Technology of Turkey, Mr. Mehmet Fatih Kaca, for his speech.
Excellency Manuel Stefano, Excellency Massimo Gaiani, distinguished guests, I am very pleased to be here today for the second Turkey-Italian Innovation Day meeting. Let me express my appreciation for Tubitak and Italian Embassy for the excellent organization of this event. I would also like to express my gratitude to all of our guests from Italy. Welcome. From a historical point of view, we have multidimensional relations between our countries which are based on mutual respect and interest. As NATO allies and two important members of G20, our countries carry out bilateral relations based on common values and interests. Trade and investment lie at the very heart of the robust relations between the two countries. Italy and Turkey are among the most important trade partners of each other. The bilateral trade volume between our countries has almost reached $22 billion in the last 12 months. Turkey, which lies at the intersection of Europe and Asia, has always maintained its attractiveness for Italian investors. Almost 1,500 Italian companies operate in Turkey in various sectors. In the last 10 years, the amount of direct investments from Italy to Turkey is almost $3 billion. These numbers clearly show that our Italian friends believe in Turkey's potential and trust in our economy. On the other hand, I do not think that the current figures reflect our full potential. We expect more Italian companies to further invest in Turkey, and with the global restructuring and fragmentation of global supply chains, many Italian companies are diversifying their production bases and creating alternative production hubs. Turkey's powerful manufacturing capacity, young and educated labor force make it an ideal location. We need to strengthen our cooperation in other areas to advance common interests, as well as find solutions to regional and global issues. Advancing our relations in innovation and technology would bring great efficiency to the development of industrial cooperation and research power to both parties. I am confident that this event will help us to raise awareness. Distinguished guests, COVID-19 pandemic has not only disrupted but also transformed our lives and business models permanently. Technology adoption, which is called digital transformation, has exponentially accelerated in the last 2 years. It has profound impacts in all aspects. Take the case of remote working, which is no longer a distant idea. It has become the new standard for most of the businesses and offers the best alternative to continue their operations. Working from home has proven to be more productive, efficient, and convenient for many of us. Despite its opportunities for enterprises, pursuing digital transformation is a long journey with a lot of challenges. Governments must shoulder significant responsibilities to overcome these challenges. For this purpose, we, as governments, must create investor-friendly business environment, encourage the digital transformation across all sectors, lay out roadmaps and strategies for future direction. Turkey has recorded significant progress in improving the regulatory environment and investing in infrastructure. This has been proven through numbers. In the Global Innovation Index, Turkey rose 10 steps to 41st place and reached the best ranking in its history. As the Ministry of Industry and Technology, we keep digital transformation and production of high-tech solutions at the top of our agenda. With Strategic Product Support Program of COSGAP, Turkey's Small and Medium Enterprises Development Organization, we aim to enhance the technological production capabilities of our enterprises. The program provides support up to 6 million Turkish lira per each enterprise. Similarly, COBİGEL program supports the integration of technology into the production phase. The program has already provided more than 177 million Turkish lira to SMEs in the last 2 years. Tubitak has alone supported more than 5,500 projects for the digital transformation of our industry and provided 4 billion Turkish lira of financial support. We know that SMEs need special attention for successful digital transformation of our economy. Therefore, with the financial support of Istanbul Development Agency, Boğaziçi University has developed Digital Transformation Maturity Assessment D3A tool. This tool analyzes the needs of SMEs for digital transformation and creates a detailed roadmap for their development. We are also preparing a new tax incentive program for digital transformation of our SMEs. We will first evaluate the digital transformation maturity of SMEs which want to benefit from this incentive. We are then going to provide them a roadmap. We have prepared the industrial digital transformation roadmap to guide us for the digital transformation journey of Turkish industry. We put pre-competitive collaboration centers at the center of our digital transformation ecosystem. We also lay out the human resources, infrastructure, incentive, and governance structure that will enable the transformation. The roadmap aims to accelerate technology adoption together with technology development. While implementing the roadmap, we will disseminate the D3A model. Results of the applied model will contribute to the policy and strategy development process. Thanks to the roadmap, companies that want to invest in digital transformation will be meshed in with technology providers, developers, and startups. Analysis of digital transformation data will also foster collaboration to develop common platform solutions such as industrial cloud, digital twins, additive manufacturing. At this point, I would like to put a special emphasis on the human aspect of digital transformation. As the pace of digital transformation accelerates and robots take over human tasks, we expect that 8 million jobs in our country may be redundant in the next decade. At the same time, this wave of creative destruction can create more than 8 million jobs in our country. But we need to achieve two things together. Prepare the next generation for the future of workforce and transform the existing workforce. This was the reason why we made improving the human capital as the most important pillar of our national industry strategy. We aim to increase the number of software developers in Turkey to 500,000. To train qualified software developers, we have joined a Core 42 coding school network, one of the best coding schools worldwide. We have recently established 2 schools. These schools are offering free of charge education on software development to many young people. Our della labs, it means maker labs, aim to provide basic technology education for young people in all provinces and develop projects. Moreover, we organized an international aerospace and technology festival, Technofest, to encourage young people to meet with the new fields of technology. By employing learning by doing methods, our model factories introduce lean production methods to Turkish entrepreneurs and employees. 8 of those factories are already operational, and we plan to open 7 new model factories until 2023. Together with the World Economic Forum and Turkish Employers Association of Metal Industries, MES, we established the MEXT, Center for Fourth Industrial Revolution. This center also contributes significantly to digital transformation of our industry. The MEXT project is a testament to our determination of international cooperation and exchange of experiences. We hope to extend our collaboration to our Italian partners. We are aware that the challenges introduced by digital transition are also a policy priority for the Italian government. To overcome those challenges, the Italian government has prepared a roadmap, Impresa 4.0. It then implemented an extensive incentive program for the digital transformation of Italian companies. I believe that it will be beneficial for both parties to share their public policies, projects, and good practices related to digital transformation. Distinguished participants, while digitalization becomes more and more important each day, we also recognize the need to achieve successful green transformation. It is very important for us to protect natural resources and fight against the climate crisis. We must leave a greener world to further generations while improving our capacities on the critical technologies. Turkey's ratification of the Paris Climate Agreement is a cornerstone of green transformation and green development. As a party to the Paris Agreement, we aim to have zero carbon emissions by 2053. We have achieved a remarkable progress in the transformation of our industry. As Turkey is one of the prime manufacturing centers of automobile industry, mobility is the leading industry for smart and green connectivity in our country. We have proudly exported new generation electrical and autonomous buses to Europe. Ford Motor Company has recently announced its 2 billion euros investment for the production of electrical commercial vehicles and batteries at its plants in our country. In this plant, Ford will be manufacturing electrical commercial vehicles for Ford and Volkswagen. As another pioneering project, we are developing our National Electrical Vehicle Project, TOGG, with the cooperation of public and private sectors. We have prepared Green Organized Industrial Zones project to make our organized industrial zones more environmentally friendly. We have secured $300 million from the World Bank for the implementation of this project. The Green Deal Action Plan, published in July 2021, is our new roadmap for the implementation of climate change policies. Our plan is in line with the European Green Deal. The plan will contribute to Turkey's transition to a more sustainable, resource-efficient and green economy. We are going to restructure our investment incentives and national standards in line with the need to accelerate the green transformation. I believe actions speak louder than words, and these are clear answers to the question of whether the government is encouraging and welcoming green transformation of our economy. However, successful green transformation requires international partnership. At this point, I want to iterate that we welcome the leading role of the European Union in the green transformation. We also hope EU will implement their green transformation programs, especially carbon border adjustment mechanism and incentive programs in cooperation with our country. Distinguished guests, today's challenges in science, technology and innovation require international collaboration on an unprecedented scale. EU programs are critical for strengthening scientific and technological cooperation. They not only contribute to the sustainable goals of the EU, but also affect the development of the innovation, technology, science and research ecosystem of the whole world. Italy was one of the most collaborating countries with Turkey during the Horizon 2020 program. The total number of joint projects submitted by both countries' researchers is 475, in which 46 of them are in the field of information and communication technologies, 12 of them are in advanced technologies, and 8 of them are in space. Besides, during the Green Deal call, 152 joint projects were submitted, 113 of them are on the reserve list, and 5 of them are supported with around 6 million euros in total. As known, we have signed the participation agreement to Horizon Europe, and we believe that having a good cooperation with Italian institutions in this framework program and other union programs will serve to the interests of both countries. In this regard, I would like to emphasize that we are always ready to work in close cooperation with our Italian counterparts to benefit more from the EU programs such as Horizon Europe, Digital Europe, and also InvestEU. As I conclude my remarks, I would like to express my pleasure to welcome Italian counterparts and representatives of the Italian business world in our country for the Turkish-Italian Innovation Day. I hope that this event will be fruitful for all parties and contribute to the strengthening of cooperation between our countries. Thank you very much.